Hi, everybody. This is Vaughn with Sweet Rocks Crystal Healing here, and today's episode 10 of My Coffee and Rocks. If you haven't done it yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe, hit that like, and go ahead and share this. I love sharing my messages. I love sharing my insight and my wisdoms with everything, and I'm super grateful that I get to be here with you guys today, enjoying my delicious cup of coffee. Ooh, so hot. It's like boiling hot. So this morning in my meditations, I was like, I haven't been to my astral realm in a long time. Now, what do I mean by astral realm? I mean that I've connected and visited and seen and spoke and touched and felt my oversoul. The divine God that I am. I am a soul in this body. I don't know. That's the only way that I can put how I've seen what I've seen. But my oversoul is this bright, vibrant, golden, chartreuse color. It's just pure energy and light, and just full of love. I mean, every single time I connect with my oversoul, there's a sense of love and connection, and that's within myself when I go within. But today's meditation, I realized that I haven't been to my astral world that I've been to in a long time. It's probably been a couple months. But a while back, I first discovered that my oversoul has been working on creating its own world. I've been creating my own world, and it's amazing. So today, I got into my meditative state. I'm using Zelda, my golden lepidolite, and Untryr Drog, my wise dragon orb, and I went into a deep meditation, and I started working on my inner shadows. I started working on things I'm afflicted with. I started channeling energy from the divine and Gaia to try to help alleviate some of my back pains that I've been feeling, and it became very magical. When I do my meditations, I get myself really grounded, really rooted, and I get my roots deep and wide, just anchored real deep, and I start absorbing the earth's energy up through my roots. And while I'm doing this and I'm breathing and I'm meditating, I'm imagining my body being a tree. And today, my tree, it got as big as a redwood. Just massive, and the span of it was just huge. It was just huge. It was massive, and I was pulling in tons and tons of etheric energy today to try to help heal my body, and it works. Like Doctor Strange, when he's obsessed with the guy that was told he couldn't walk based on science, and yet here he was playing basketball, and he was amazed. He's like, "There's no way you could have survived it. How did you do it? How did you do it?" And he's just and the guy's response is, sometimes things aren't what they seem. And I tapped into that today, and immediately was overcame with so much a flow within the body to kind of heal the inflammation that's there in my back. That just, as I'm learning, it's what's purging from my back right now. And I didn't realize how much damage I've done, but what's purging is all of the stress and strain that I've put on my body over the years, just working hard. I'm a laborer. I mean, I do like working, okay, but I wouldn't say I'm a laborer as in that's my job, that's my destiny. But I was grown up and raised to think that hard physical work was the only way for success. And I was raised to force and push it and keep trying and keep trying and keep trying and keep pushing. And through this experience of my spirituality that I've been going on, I'm realizing that I need to stop putting these boulders in my river and creating chaos. And I just need to let it all go so I can flow. Well, so I go to my astral world, and when I get into my meditations, I imagine the way that I see my physical self as I'm there, my avatar while I'm there. It's just this beautiful crystalline prismatic being. It's just full of all sorts of colors, and it's amazing. And sorry, I'm going to be closing my eyes here for a bit because I'm still kind of connected to that astral realm, because I'm actually pulling in some crazy energies from the beings that are there in my astral world. So when I go there to this place, I'm going to kind of paint the picture of what it looks like when I first arrive. And I can't wait to tell how I leave, because I now know what happens. This is mind blowing. I came into a whole new awareness of how you can traverse through these worlds. But when I get there, I'm looking around, and the first thing that you see is just, I'm on this hill. It's like a mountain, and there's like a trail going down. But the hill that I'm on, it like overlooks this massive valley. And it's just full of trees and life, flowers I've never even seen before, and flowers I have seen before. I definitely see like a lot of hibiscus flowers. I see a lot of dahlias. I don't know if you've seen those, but those look like sacred geometric flowers, the dahlia. Lots of fuchsias, a lot of roses, lots and lots of roses. And roses growing on things I didn't think roses could grow on. Like trees were growing roses. It was crazy. But when I get there and I'm going down and I get to the valley, I'm immediately greeted by my giant earth dragon. Just so proud, so loving, so kind, but fierce, powerful energy. But when I see him, he like, I don't know if you've seen the movie How to Train Your Dragon, and when Toothless like does this little growl, his grumble under his breath, and it like pulses you, like a cat purring almost, but not. That's how my dragon always greets me, and that look in his eye is so soft and so gentle and so wise, so knowledgeable. And so a lot of the information from the cosmos is kind of channeled through that energy and connection with my dragon connection. Well, as I'm scratching underneath my dragon's jaw and I'm like petting him, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's so amazing. The bear cubs, they come running up. Oh my gosh, they're the cutest little thing rolling around. Like, have you ever seen like baby bears just playing? I mean, it is the cutest little thing. But these bear cubs come running up, and they're so excited to see me. And so I like sit down in the grass, and they're just like coming all over me and playing, and they're hugging, and they're so excited to see me. And I just was like, man, you guys are amazing. And I look over, and there's Mama Bear and there's Papa Bear, and they're grizzly bears. I got grizzly bears there. But they are so loving and so kind. And like the energy of a bear is that once you've developed trust within a bear community, the trust is like you're allowed into the den and you're allowed for life. You become family. Like the way I'm understanding bear energy is that once you establish your respect and boundaries of who you are and what you are, what you will and won't tolerate, it's almost like that energy of creating your boundaries, but opening it to others that see it or resonate or vibe with that boundary that you've set. So it's like, if people are low vibe and don't match you, it's like they can't even enter. But the second they're on your level, it's like they can freely come in, like an open door policy in your home. I try to keep that. I want that, but then again, no one really shows up. So it is what it is. So I look over and I'm playing with the bear cubs and I'm doing my thing, and I look over and I see my Minotaur warrior just standing over there, and he's retired. I mean, so my Minotaur, it's in his spirit form. But he's proud. He's strong. He's like, like buff. He's just like, has been going through the rounds of healing himself, just like I am. I'm healing and healing and healing. And in a way, the Minotaur in this astral world is healing in the same way that I am. And so when I connect to its energy, his energy, because it's a divine masculine, when I connect to his energy, a lot of times that energy is helping me overcome my shadows, overcoming my demons, overcoming my just inner negative things. And so I tap into the energies of my spirit animals, which are the bears. They've come to me in my dreams. They've come to me in times of need. They've come to me when I've felt lost and alone. They come to me when they need to share a message. And so my spirit animals, or the dragon, the bear, and a minotaur. It's freaking wild. But the three of them together, the Trinity, like my Zelda, the Trinity of them help me heal myself. It's amazing. They're assisting in that. They're giving a very unique energy frequency. Now, my oversoul, yes, is amazing. It does a lot of that work also, but it's like the conduit. It's like the way I see my oversoul is like the ether of this world. It's just like all encompassing. It's everywhere and anywhere all at once, and all knowing and so wise. And as I'm going through just playing and connecting with all of my spirit animals there, the minotaur, the dragon, and all my bears, I look over to my oversoul and I'm like, hey, we've been building this world, this realm, for a long time, giving life to everything and creating. And it's like, show me your favorite spot that you like here. And so we go up. Now we're flying. We're like levitating. It's really weird. It's kind of like, yes, we're levitating. We fly up above the trees, and we go out a little ways, and I see this pool in between the trees, and there's like a stream trickling down, and the waters are just like, they're like lukewarm, so they're not too warm, but they're not too cold, but it's like cool and fresh. I would say like 60 degrees. So it's like cool at first, but it's like still warm enough that you can be in it. And I go there, and we set ourselves on the ground, and immediately I'm taking in everything. So as the water is flowing and it's churning and agitating over these rocks and flowing down, like, if you've ever been around a waterfall and that mist of water coming up and all those negative ions, this was like amplified. I mean, immediately I was like, whoa, what is going on here? Like, my body just felt so calm and so at peace and so just, it was amazing. And I looked to my oversoul, and he doesn't talk. He probably because I wouldn't perceive his language, but we're connected like telepathically, so it's like based on feeling. And I get this feeling that pool there is like a life-giving pool. The best way that I can associate it with for this world is in the story of Batman, when Ra's al Ghul goes into the I forget the name of it, but that fountain of youth, essentially, that pit, the Lazarus pit, which rejuvenates your body, makes you feel whole, like brings back your youth and your vitality. That's kind of the energy that was there, but it was the temperature was just warm, and it was soothing. And so I lay in the water, and I lay in and I lay back, and I just start breathing, and I'm floating in this pool. And the pool, because the water is moving, it's like I'm like slowly oscillating in this circle, because the way the water was coming in, it came in angled, and it like goes in this spiral motion and kind of just like creates this flow like this in this spiral, and it's literally going clockwise, the spiral. But the water will eventually trickle down and continue on downstream. But where this pool is, it was just so amazing. And so I'm sitting in this pool, and I'm feeling all of this light just come in and start healing everything around me. Just starts just embracing me with this warmth and this love and light. I can't even explain it. And so I open my eyes, and I look up through the trees, and I see a phoenix. A phoenix. Now, it isn't like when we think of phoenix, I guess the best depiction is when we see in Harry Potter, Fox. Fox is the name, and that's where my dog's name came from, is Fox the Phoenix, from Harry Potter. But Dumbledore's phoenix is how we kind of perceive it. Red, fiery. But this phoenix was different. It had feathers on its tail similar to a peacock, but the colors of it were like full spectrum colors. It was amazing, and it just gracefully flew, and it was massive. Its wingspan, I would say maybe 6 to 8 feet wingspan of this phoenix was just flying across. But there was like this sparkle, glitter, fairy dust, whatever you want to call it, that was like trickling. And my oversoul gave me this feeling and impression that the phoenix flies here to bring forth this angelic, magical energy in all things around this place. It's like it's super healing, but it gives life. It's like the essence. I don't know how to explain it, but that phoenix was like just pure life, and it was so beautiful. So I get out of the pool and I thank my oversoul, and I'm like, okay, well, let's go back to where I like to go. And as we're going back, I see this circle. It's like flat, it's 2D, but it's a circle. And inside it's like this, it's like water. And it's just like this, I don't know, it's like a 2D plate, and it's just this plasmic water, and it's sitting there in the circle. And immediately I'm like, that's a freaking Stargate. I'm like, what the heck? This is crazy. And as we're going back to where my dragon, my minotaur, and all my bears usually reside, where they've filmed their shelters at, I see unicorns. Unicorns are freaking real. I can't believe it. And they're like pure white, and their energy is just so full of love. And they, oh my gosh, they were like, I was perceiving these unicorns like how we interpret the lion being the king of the savannah. But the unicorns were like the king of the forest. I don't even know how to explain it. But it was all integral. Everything energetically was so balanced and matched. And I hadn't realized. Now, when I'm in the Astral, I see lots of birds. A lot of birds I've never seen before. But I see a lot of tropical type birds too. So I see like your macaws, and I see your toucans, and I see, you know, all these crazy, you know, exotic birds. And it's just, and the flowers and the trees and the life. I mean, it's just so beautiful. So we get back. I say thank you to all of my astral souls that are there. I thank my oversoul for the experience of seeing how much more magical this world is. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I mean, I thought it was so magical before, but I mean, I was clearly only looking through a keyhole. Now, when we went up and went over the trees, I mean, I could see that it was like vast, and it was like long. But kind of to paint the scene where I'm at, I come down this hill, but there's these waterfalls, like a fjord. So these cliffs that surround where all of my soul guides are, my animal soul guides. And there's waterfalls coming in, and there's lots of etheric energy. But the smell of it was so amazing, like that myceliated air that was just, it was so refreshing to go back. And in a way, it's like, why do I not come here more often? Because I feel so revitalized. I feel so energized. I feel so reconnected. And it's like the chaos that's come into my life as of late kind of distracted me from it. Like that trickster Loki, like he's like deceiving. He likes to deceive and manipulate and use his illusions. And it's like when the chaos comes into my life, it's like I'm like there's this like fog, that shroud that just kind of makes you kind of lose your way in a sense. And I found so much more clarity when I'm like, no, I need to go back. I haven't been there in so long. I just need to go back. So I say goodbye to everybody. And as I go back, I turn around this time rather than just like dissipating and going away. And I realize that I'm coming in through a Stargate. I don't even know how to portray this, but the only way I could describe it is that the Stargate that brought me there, it has a resonant frequency that I have to achieve to get there. So I have to do my own inner work here in this body and raise my vibration to a certain frequency and intensity to connect with that portal that teleported me there, essentially, like a wormhole. But the only way I could get there is with a very specific code, if you will, a frequency code. It's like sacred geometry. Each little hertz frequency that works for us has it can be graphed out in cymatics as a graph. And so it's like you have to have this key to get in. And the key is based on complete frequency and vibration. And in a way, sound. I don't recognize sound, but I'm feeling lots of things. So the frequency is pulsing and it's flowing through me, and it's amazing when I realize that. Again, Nikola Tesla. You want to understand the mysteries of the universe, you need to understand it in terms of frequency, vibration, and energy. And it makes perfect sense. It makes sense how stargates work. It makes sense why, all this talk about stargates have come up in the conspiracy world. But literally, there's a stargate to my astral world that I've been working on for I don't even know how long. Time doesn't exist in this realm. But it's just, I've been working on it. And what's created there was from experiences of other lives in different places, different planets, different realms, taking like bits and parts and pieces that we learn and understand, and we're bringing it into fruition in our own. And in a way, I kind of felt like my oversoul was showing me that because we are divine souls, we are gods. I mean, all of us are. We have this ability to create our own worlds, literally. While I'm attracting the reality I want in this life, in this fifth density Earth, as I'm learning that I'm on this path of ascending in my physical body here, I'm learning that there's so much more that I don't know, and it's fascinating. I feel like I know nothing now, in comparison to what I've been witnessing and experiencing through my spiritual self. I mean, it's amazing. Now, as I'm reflecting on this, and I come back and I'm like, man, this sounds really crazy. This sounds really woo-woo. This sounds very just imaginary. Again, like naturally in this world, we want to ostracize people and shun them and shut them down from having these mystical experiences. But the more that I traverse through the astral realms in my meditations, the more that I'm realizing that this earth is not what we're told. I'll tell you that right now. It is not. It's conscious. It's alive. It's alive. Gaia is a real soul, a massive soul. She's massive. And I look at mine, and mine's like a child compared to her soul. So it's like the world that I go to, that my soul's been working on and creating. I mean, it's like, in comparison, Pluto to Jupiter, as NASA likes to put it. Like, mine's like this big, and Gaia's like this big, and so it's like, it's amazing. And it almost seems like, I don't even know. But the best way for me to depict this so that my viewers can understand is it's like turning on an immersive RPG video game world. It really is. Like the second you turn it on, you log in and it loads up, and it brings you to your last save point, where you were last in there. That's what it feels like. And each time I come back, I start at that same spot, which means I'm coming in through a portal. And it's wild and it's fascinating. So today I spent my morning just traversing and exploring and feeling and healing. I couldn't believe. I just couldn't believe that through that realm I was healing what's in here. After my meditation, my back pains I've been struggling, and this is a lifetime of back pains that's coming out. A lifetime. I did not take care of my body for decades. And so it's just been this nonstop hurting pain. And I'm learning how, like in Doctor Strange, how to use the energies around me to channel and flow, to create flow within my body, to heal my body. And it's working. That's what's amazing, is I'm finding relief of my pains and affliction through this. It's amazing what happens when I align with the divine. It's amazing what happens when I align with all things universal. Now, I understand that there is an all-source, all-spark creator. I understand him as Jah. Jah being the word that can be expressed for every breath. And like in the Bible, Yahweh. Yah, we inhale, Hui, we exhale. So it's like all love as we breathe in and out. It's like this cyclical flow of things. So Jah, the divine creator, that's so vast and so great, but it gives the very breath to everything living. There is no term for the divine creator. And my oversoul, as beautiful and powerful it is only a seed compared to the divine spark of all the creator. Like Yeshua is a seed to an allspark of the divine creator. All the deities, all the gods, were all just a seed, one seed to the divine creator. It's amazing. And it's huge, and it's massive, and we're all living in this earth together. Gaia is a seed in the divine creator. It's incredible. The magnitude when you can see outside looking in. Coming into this earth, I mean, it's like a grain of salt put into this earth. That's what part of our soul is here, is like, a piece of our soul is living here. And we're all connected through these silver threads. It's like divine energetic silver threads, and it's like a spider web network of connection. And it's all vibrational, and it's eternal, and it's infinite. It's infinite. The energy from the creator, the divine source, Jah, whatever you want to perceive it, it's all one and the same. It comes from the same spark of consciousness. And it's so beautiful. Like, I'm so blessed that I get to experience this. But it's taken a lot of work for me to get here right now. I had to go through struggles. I had to go through joy. I had to go through misery. I had to go through success. I had to go through fight or flight. And I had to go through abundance and prosperity. Because all of those things that we're creating are only building us up and growing us to become something more, to shape us to our true potential. And I don't even know anymore what my true potential is. I feel like I'm back to square one novice mode once I get into here. It's incredible to experience. Now, I do like experimenting with psychedelics occasionally, but this meditation today is completely sober. The psychedelics take me to different places, which is super nice. Like psilocybin, I get into the realm of the mushroom world, and it's very connected to Gaia and the earth and her heart blood, and it's amazing. But then there's those other plant medicines that are just absolutely, they take you to other places, and they're all teachers, they're all helpers, they're all healers. Every single one of them. But I've been on this sobriety for a while now, trying to really hone in my skills and my abilities just within myself. And it's incredible what I'm creating, what I'm connecting to. So in a way, my message today is just to explain how powerful we are as souls. I've discovered this within myself. I've discovered these things for me. And now that I can see the big picture to it all, I believe that every single one of you have this too. So the bounds of learning and understanding are endless now. I'm seeing it within myself, in my own experiences. I'm seeing it in a way I've never seen it before. And in a way, it feels more real and tangible. Like I said, I'm in this meditation. I'm like, my body is here in this world right now. But my consciousness is focused elsewhere. And I can see, and I can feel, I can touch, I can taste, I can hear everything in these experiences. The smells of the flowers are just divine and beautiful. The myceliated air that's coming up through the soil. The negative ion mist that's happening from all the waters. Like I can feel it. Like the mist of it. This isn't imagination. This is real. This is so real. I don't even know how to explain it. But I'm so blessed and gifted that I can do this now. In a way, it kind of makes me want to bring that here. As I'm understanding it, Gaia was the planet for communication between all living entities. This was a place that we could all mingle. I've been seeing in the spiritual community, aliens are going to be making contact. The ones that have been helping us behind the scenes, helping us ascend, helping people share knowledge, help give divine things, like, they're going to be making contact. And I look forward to that day. I'm going to be honest with you. It's kind of strange and kind of weird, but I no longer carry any fear about any of it. I understand the power of who I am, and then that eliminates the fear that the media tries to portray about all of these things. And honestly, I keep getting these dreams where I get a knock on my door, and I open my apartment door, and there are two beings outside, and I want to say they're Pleiadian, but they're very tall and slender, elegant, graceful, and they have to duck their head to come inside. So my ceilings here are about, I would say, 12 feet tall. They got to duck their head to come in. But when they're in, they're from here, floor to the ceiling. And it's like they knock on my door because that's like what we're accustomed to in this reality. They don't want to raise any fear, so that's how they do it. But they literally can just materialize right in front of us. Like, they're interdimensional. It's crazy. But I keep getting these dreams more and more consistent upon the arrival of these beings that are ready to make contact with us and share technology that can help humanity, share things that can help heal us, share things that can liberate and free us from the fears. These dreams just keep reappearing and they keep coming back. So I truly believe that one day I'm going to be presented by an interdimensional being, and I look forward to that day. I no longer fear it. I'm feeling something coming in now. Oh, they're so full of love, and they're so excited to be able to, that the earth is almost ready to receive them, because the things that they have hidden from us, that like these beings have all tried to help. All this time they've tried to help, and the greed and the pride and the ego of humanity, the negative energy, has perverted everything and manipulated it, and that's where I'm at. It sounds wild, sounds crazy, I know, but I'm telling you, there's more to this world, and I'm not the only one that's experiencing things like this. That's what's crazy, is that more and more people are becoming aware of this. More and more people are attuning to this. More and more people are seeing, and I'm just one of them. So but the key to all of this is we need to focus on how to heal ourselves. We need to continue to work on raising our vibration. And we need to continue working on going within. The very things that religion dogma doesn't want us to do, the very thing the indoctrination of the Matrix doesn't want us to do, is to go within, to trust in ourselves, to take our powers for ourselves. And it's scary at first to break from the fear, to strip the fear away from it. It's scary. But I am an example of what that means. I have done it. Now, I still get new things pop up where I'm fearful. Yes, the whole situation with my daughter was scary. But because of where I'm at now in my spiritual growth, it's I jumped into another timeline, a better one. My ex no longer wants to fight me on this. My ex wants to be more civil. My ex wants to... She lacked understanding, a lot of understanding about me, and a lot of it was prejudice against me, all the negative perception of how she saw me, which was only a projection of her, really. I know that it wasn't what she said it was. But she's becoming more civil. But, it's just, things are changing. I'm evolving. I'm learning to let go of fear entirely. Now, again, I'm not fearful in a lot of cases now. But when it comes to my children, I'm still working through that. Like, I know my children are divine souls. I know they're going to make it. But in my struggle with my daughter not being a part of my life for a while, I just every day sent prayers to make sure that she was okay, that she was safe, that she was cared for. I lit candles in memory of her for the time that she'll come home. But I started creating these ripples in my reality to attract it back to me, because I'm like, this doesn't feel good. But it had to happen because it reinforces the value that I have for my children. It reinforces the value I have for the people that love me and care for me and support me and lift me up. These trials that come through, these challenges, shape me more to becoming more than I could have ever dreamed of. At first, you feel lost. At first it's like the stool gets kicked out from underneath you. And then all the illusions of everything, the fear, just immediately comes in like a storm. But the storm blows away. It can't last forever. The sun will always shine. It's never ending. But it's important for our growth to embrace both the chaos and the success, because it creates balance. It creates growth. It creates a way for us to continue to evolve. So guys, thank you so much for listening to my message. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart, but you are a divine soul, and you are powerful, and you are so full of love. And if you don't feel that way, start going within. Start saying, I am me. I am who I am. The things that hurt us, choose to not. Change your perspective. Change the environment. Change is so good for us. But you are powerful, and I love you so kindly and so deeply, because without you, without community, without unity of everybody, it wouldn't be possible. Strength in numbers. It's important that we unite one another. It's important that we lift up one another. It's important we get back to the community of things where we can trust our neighbors, where we can trust the people down the street, where we can trust that our children will be safe as they go play. But the community I want to bring is a community where everybody interacts with all of the children. Sure, it might be my kid, but all the people out there can interact with my child on a peaceful manner. It's just... I'm so blessed. I'm so grateful. So if you haven't done it yet, hit that like, subscribe, continue listening to my messages. This is crazy. This is just wild. But I love you guys so very much. Have a blessed and wonderful day. And stay tuned for my next one. I think my next video will probably be my drive and talk, because I do get to go pick up my daughter this weekend. I'm so excited. You have no idea how hard it's been not being around her. But I am so excited. So, you all have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Oh, this looks ridiculous, doesn't it?